This head is not worth a $25 haircut. So I think I found my solution. I've been contemplating this for about a year now, and I go to the barber shop and you don't know when you can get in. The prices are going up. Right now they're $14 in this area. That would be on the low end. You can get in at $16. I try to wait for the Veterans Discount Day. Usually that's at Tuesday at Sports Clips, and it just, for me, it's not working. By the time I get out of there, I'm $22 to $25 in there, and if I'm weak and they talk me into the shampoo, then I'm a $28 to $30 guy. And I'm telling you, you've seen my hair, I'm not a $25 to $30 haircut guy. My head, it doesn't need it, it doesn't warrant it, I'm not that good looking, it just doesn't work for me. So I've been contemplating this for about a year now, and I finally squeezed the trigger. But I want to show you, before I take this head off and show you the results that you'll see later in the video, I wanted to show you real quick what comes with the product in the box. So everybody knows the Flowbee from the 90s, maybe even late 80s, and they've redesigned it 2 or 3 times since then, and actually I think it's a really quality product. I went with the package, which gave me a small vacuum, and it said on the website, it said this is a powerful vacuum, and I thought, well, how powerful can this little thing be? And I'm telling you, this thing is very powerful. It's perfect for this setup for the Flowbee and works great. So I actually bought a reconditioned unit, and I think I've got about $120 in the whole thing. You can go to the Flowbee website, see what the current prices are. But I thought between 4 or 5 haircuts, this thing's paid for if it works. So what else is in the box is the Flowbee unit itself. And what's cool is that before, in earlier models, you could see on the internet, you would see them plug in up here the adapter, and that would make you sort of maneuver 2 hoses when you are working the unit. Now, up by where the attachment connects to either your vacuum or the small vacuum that comes with it, that's the AC adapter port right there. So you plug into that. So it's over here somewhere, and all you've got to worry about is this unit here. And it's actually, I'd read in reviews that said that it was not that good of plastic, and it turns out I think it's very sturdy plastic. It's got these blades. You can look at these blades. They say only use the Flowbee oil on these blades. Let's make sure we're focused on those. And they look like damn hedge clippers. What they look like. It's crazy. Turns on. It's, I'd say, you know, about the average noise, what you would expect for a unit like this. The vacuum's a little noisy. Together, they're both noisy. You'll see the in the clips here later. But I think it's a pretty nice unit. What else you get in here? Get the adapter, of course. Just a 110 adapter, and it comes with 2 sets of spacers, and I'll show you what one of these spacers look like. Just a plastic box is all it is, but they connect to each other, so you can make it longer, or they have smaller ones, and then they have a couple angled ones at the end. So if you think about it, if you put that thing up against your head and it doesn't have anywhere to suck in air, it's just going to collapse. You're not going to get any suction. So it's got these spacers that you put at the end of the attachment for the depth or for the length of hair that you want, and then the air can flow in this little groove here and get sucked up. It's kind of cool. I'll put one together here real quick. So this is how the spacer would work, just like this, and then you attach it to the Flowbee head, and there you go. And I think I used that attachment for my longest hair, which isn't that long, but on the top. There's a couple other small accessories that come with the Flowbee. This is an adapter for vacuum cleaner. This is an adapter in case you've got to go from the Flowbee hose to something that's much larger, and so it's just a yellow rubber tube is it all. And I don't know what this is, but they say only use the Flowbee oil on the blades. and you're supposed to put 2 drops on it before you start each and every time. I don't wear my hair really long. You've seen it in other videos, but I am a little anal about making sure it doesn't pop out like a mushroom, and I like the edges, the sides straight up and down, and I like a nice taper around my ears. And so I'm a little OCD in terms of how it looks, even though for somebody out there it probably looks like I cut it with a boot or something like this. But it's probably back from the military days, and I like my hair just so. And now I get haircuts about every 2.5 to 3 weeks, preferably. That would be 2.5 weeks would be right on. And if I stretch it to 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks, for me, I'm looking a little bushy. But again, I'm trying to save that $20 to $30 haircut, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. Again, my hair, it's just not worth that. My look isn't that important, but I do need to look neat and professional in my job. And again, this is why I was sort of turned into the Flowbee. I looked at a lot of videos online. A lot of them are older. You can even go out there and see the commercials from back in the day. So I wanted to make a video for you guys, and if it was going to turn out bad, then so be it, and I'd still post it. And I like to laugh at myself. I've got no problems with that. But I'm going to show you another tool that I purchased. Actually, I didn't purchase. I got it for free as a gift. That's what I chose, and it works great in conjunction with the Flowbee itself. And that other tool would be this. This is called a Conair. Man, it's just a clipper is all it is. But I think this thing runs $25 to $29. Really cheap. It's got a lithium battery in it, so you just plug in the adapter, so it's cordless, which is really cool. It's got an adjusting slide here on the side, so if you don't have an attachment on, right, and you've just got this, you can adjust the length of that, and that probably goes up to about 1/4 of an inch. And then if you need longer, slap this bad boy on, and you're ready to go. It comes with, I don't know, it comes with 8 attachments, I think, for different lengths. But the last time I used one of these on myself is when I was in Desert Storm, the Gulf War. And we got some of these, hooked it up to a generator, and out in the middle of the desert we were giving ourselves our own gosh, it was almost like a mohawk, just shaving the sides of our head, leaving a little broom up top. And I've got pictures of that I'm not going to show you, but it was not good. So I was a little worried about my artistic ability with this thing, but it turns out after I used the Flowbee, and then I just kind of use this on the side of my ears, and I had my wife taper the back. This thing is worth $50, not $25. So I'm glad I've got this, and I think this is a perfect accessory for the Flowbee. In the end, I couldn't be happier. Love this Flowbee thing. This is going to be my buddy for years to come. I saw a video where a guy's been giving himself a Flowbee haircut for 26 years. It's not just for people that don't care what they look like. The Flowbee actually does a great job. I actually called the Flowbee company, and there's a small spacer you can get. I think their spacers for the hair start at about 1/2 inch, and you can get down to 1/4 of an inch spacer, but it was an extra $4. And so they called me back, very nice customer service, and said, hey, we charge $4 for that little accessory that you emailed about. Are you okay with that? I said, yes, I'm okay with that. And it came, and actually it was the attachment that I used on today's haircut. But I could not be happier, and about 4 more of these haircuts with this thing, and I'll have recouped my investment. And then going on, I'm just not paying that price anymore. So as long as my wife will help me out with the back end, and I might be able to learn how to do that all by myself, I'm going to keep going with the Flowbee for now. And if you've got any questions, please put them down below in the comments section. Let me know if you use the Flowbee or if you have any tips for the Flowbee, because again, this is my first haircut and I'm thoroughly happy with it. But I'll put links to the Flowbee and also links to the Conair Man razor in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.